Good evening, everybody. It's a real pleasure for me to be here tonight with you and experience something as incredible as that auction. Wow, that was a lot of fun. So, who am I? What am I doing up here? I had the distinct honor of serving in the U.S. Army for over 25 years. During that time, I got shot. Thank you. Thank you very much. I got shot, I got blown up, I had 2 parachutes that didn't open right, I served in 3 war zones that made the news, and on several classified operations that didn't. Through all that, there was one common denominator. Actually, there was 2. I had superior footwear everywhere I went. And I thank you for that. The common denominator was the incredible people that I served alongside, some of the finest people our nation's ever produced. Some of them now need assistance, ranging the entire spectrum from something as prosaic as needing a loan to getting the support necessary to prevent a suicide and get their life back on the right track. In 2013, Kevin Donahue established the Footwear Warrior Scholarship Fund for U.S. veterans. As a veteran myself, I can say that this not only provides financial support for deserving individuals, but it sends a message loud and clear that they're appreciated and that their sacrifices mean something. So, on behalf of veterans everywhere, I want to express our deepest gratitude for everyone here tonight for your contributions, and particularly Kevin for his. Now, before I get Kevin up here and swap some hardware with him, we're going to show a slight video. Please share it with me. You may not have noticed, but Kevin is standing over to the side where he couldn't see the video, so I hope someone made a bootleg copy on their iPhone that you can give to him. Kevin, please come forward and allow me to present you with the first ever Social Impact Award.
I promise I'm only going to say a few words, and I don't do as good as the other guy. But you know, in the over 30 years that can everyone hear me okay? In the over 30 years that I've been part of the 210, I've seen shoe people really helping shoe people. Social needs, scholarships, super scholars, design scholars, footwear warriors, community projects, community emergencies. What a great organization. And what I've found is in working with so many people in this room, that it's also about shoe people believing in shoe people. Because when you're a shoe puppy, like Glenn and I were in 1979, 1980, you don't know what's going to happen. But you get involved in 210, and all of a sudden you're working with great people who are working with something that's bigger than themselves. When I look around the room, I see people from New Balance, Wolverine, H.H. Brown, Eastland. I'm become friends with Jim Isler and Rob DeMartini and Jim Klein and Blake Krieger. And, you know, it's such a privilege to see such good people who believe in helping shoe people. I'm kind of taken back by the video, but some of you might know that Glenn and I started within a year of each other. Glenn Barrett, who just made a wonderful contribution to 210, not his first one, by the way. He was my colleague, my boss, my mentor, and he's been my friend now for over 30 years, which happens in the shoe business. Cheers. At my table, I have my partners from Vibram. I have Bill Ells, who used to be a competitor. I have Mike Gianfrido, and Bill and his wife June. Mike Gianfrido, who we hired 22 years ago from Vibram in the United States. I have my best business partner I've ever had is Marco Bermani and his wife Laura from Vibram in Italy. And I feel so blessed. I also have to recognize my daughter, Anna Fisk, my son, Kevin Donahue, my daughter-in-law, Megan, because all they've ever known me as is the shoe sole salesman. I sell Vibram soles, that's what I do, so I'm not any big deal. And then I have to recognize my wife, Carol, because this is the first time we haven't bought something at the auction, so she's probably relieved. You know, I'm going to make this very brief, but as the son of a World War II Navy veteran, as an uncle of a Marine from Desert Storm who's been struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder, as a person who employs many, many, many veterans, and someone who has supplied the military with millions and millions of pairs of Vibram soles, I am so thrilled to be able to be here and recognize Michael Hildreth. Michael, could you stand up, please? Michael, if you can read about it in the book, but Michael is a Army veteran, still active as a chaplain, and he told me earlier that his goal for his scholarship is to help as many veterans as he possibly can to help them recover. So when we hear stories from the colonel and the general, we are so lucky to live in this country and to be able to give back. I believed, with many people in this room's help, that we should give back by showing our footwear veterans a sign that 210 believes, helps, and cares for them, and I think we're doing it. I am humbly proud to have a small impact on this great organization. Let's keep passing the hat. Thank you very much.